The Hayworths know that there's no better place to spend time with your kids than the deer woods, and this week we're sharing some of the next generation of Hayworths hunts.
Good job, buddy.
Right on.
Let's go.
We're waiting for a perfect broadside shot, and then Quinn's gonna take him. Congratulations, Quinn.
New experiences, new goals, and this year young Beau had set his sights on his very first archery deer, and what a buck he'd found to hunt.
This is Beau's first compound bow hunt, so.
And that first hunt wouldn't last long. So many of us dream of being here, behind a giant whitetail, but getting there is a journey. They say getting there is half the fun, and that couldn't be more true when following and appreciating these incredible deer. We work all year long, scouting, preparing, always learning, largely through trial and error, and sharing what has been learned with a new generation. And when fall comes, the stage is set, we've done the work, and there's a plan in place. We get to head out knowing that most days will fail, but you go back again and again, knowing that at some point, maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to bring that dream to life. That if you put the time in, and with a bit of luck, you'll get to share a moment in the deer woods with a legend.
Taylor, that is a giant buck. It was well worth it just to watch him step out. Gorgeous deer. That would be the shortest hunt.
That was quick, eh?
He's down right there, buddy.
I'm still shaking.
He is awesome.
We aren't even ready for that. Holy buckets.
Wow, it's an amazing deer.
Whoa, I can't believe it. I think you got a book deer, girl.
You just never know what's going to step out. Beautiful deer.
StealthCam presents Canadian Whitetail, brought to you by Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. New archery products, hunt with confidence. Monster Meal, attraction, nutrition, results. Muddy, serious gear for serious hunters. Excalibur crossbow, different for a reason. Black Eagle arrows, superior carbon technology. Hunter's specialties, serious hunting tools. Dart and archery for hunters that demand performance. Cold steel knives, anytime, anywhere. Heater bodysuit, #1 in cold weather hunting gear. Raculator, score your trophy fast, easy, and accurate. Central boiler, outdoor wood furnaces. Boyd's hardwood gun stocks, better with Boyd's. And by StealthCam, the leader in trail cam technology.
The Hayworth family is no stranger to the deer woods. Ken has amassed an incredible collection of whitetails, and the last few years he's been sharing that knowledge, that tradition, with his son and daughter. This week we're going to share several of their hunts, starting with young Beau Hayworth's very first deer hunt ever in 2021.
Me and Beau in here, we switched it up. We're the muddy bale blind tonight. We'll see, maybe tonight's the night.
Out for his first season ever, Beau sees several deer and bucks, but nothing they want to shoot, until out early one morning on the way in, when they spot a great deer out in the alfalfa.
Gotta cock the hammer, buddy. Just below his back line.
You need to take opportunity when it knocks, and Beau had just landed himself one very fine first whitetail deer.
Go give him a poke, make sure he's not gonna get up.
Me and Beau did a stalk down the edge of the field, and Beau was there ready. About a 130-yard shot with the muzzleloader, all decked out with Boyd's custom stock. He made a good shot, eh, buddy? He's a pretty good deer for first deer ever for a young guy. Once again, these kids They're knocking them down and doing a good job doing it. So, good job, buddy.
Beau's sister Quinn has taken a couple incredible archery deer that you've already seen on this program. And now this year, it wasn't until later in rifle season that she was able to get out hunting.
It's been terrible. No mature bucks, hardly any deer at all. They just shut down. It's been already going on well over a month, so I've been swapping spots out. Me and a buddy of mine come out and threw some monster meal out in the camera here probably like 6 days ago, and boom, there was a mature deer coming in here. As of yesterday, we finally got some snow, some cool temperatures. Maybe this is what we need to flip the switch and get this rut going.
There's just something about kids that they seem to have all the luck. And just the very first deer that Quinn would see for the year was the buck that they had set up on. Not one to let opportunity pass, Quinn quickly gets ready to take her shot.
I think the first deer that we seen sitting was the deer we were after. Now we got Beau and Quinn, they're both done. Now I'm left, if I want to hunt now. All right. Right on.
2021, Quinn's whitetail is done. It's been quite the season. But what do you think, Quinn?
I think he's nice. Really nice. He's a really good deer.
He's got a big split in his ear here. Right on, Quinny. Let's go. 2021's done. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Boom. It's my turn now, eh?
Yeah.
Finally, eh?
This segment of Canadian Whitetail has been brought to you by Boyd's Hardwood Gun Stocks, the world's largest manufacturer of aftermarket hardwood and laminate stocks. Boyd's offers stocks for over 1,200 firearm models, so you can make every gun better with Boyd's. This segment of Canadian Whitetail is brought to you by onX Hunt, the most trusted GPS mapping app. Download the onX Hunt app today. Know where you stand with onX Hunt.
I can attest that it's a pleasure to take a back seat to watching the kids be successful and be in the woods with them learning. And 2022 would be another year of firsts for the Hayward gang, as young Beau Hayworths was headed out with his Darton, hoping to land his very first archery whitetail. We've all seen Beau with his dad Ken helping set up spots for years now, but there's no denying that there's something special about setting up a spot for yourself for your very first bow hunt. And after having everything set up when they return to check the trail camera, they find a gorgeous buck to target. Great tines, long beams, and out-of-this-world mass, the deer was a dream buck for any hunter, let alone a young fellow's first bow hunt, and Beau was going to be ready. With arrows landing on the mark September 1st, the season opener was now here, and Ken and Beau were headed in.
September 1st, opening Whitetail, Saskatchewan deer season 2022. So we heard first day of school today too for Beau. He was happy to go to school today. Earlier this summer, we were scouting and actually going with a buddy. He was looking for some mule deer, and we happened to be driving through the forestry, and we seen a pretty nice 5x5 buck. Beau was with us, and Beau says, "I want that thing." So the next day we come out and set up and put a camera out and put some monster meal out, and what do you know? We'll see if he comes in. It's pretty hot, but we're not going to kill him if we sit at home. So here we go, buddy.
Yeah.
This is Beau's first compound bow hunt, so I've got the new Darton Cyclone for him. He's all rigged up and ready to roll, so let's see how the evening goes.
The heat and high winds are usually not a good combination, but shortly after getting settled, a little spiker makes an appearance. And still just moments into his hunt, the spiker is fixated on something down in the bottom, watching intently, and so is Beau.
This segment has been brought to you by Darton Archery. In the archery business for over 70 years, Darton is the world's leader in archery technology and innovation. To experience unmatched shootability, versatility, and reliability, visit your local dealer to shoot the new Darton. Canadian Whitetail is also brought to you by Pro Expedition Scents and Lures, because it works. Tacticam, share your hunt. OnX Hunt, know where you stand. Hawk, hunt from above or attack from the ground. Conquest Archery Accessories, and by AAE, quality and dependability in all our products. This segment is brought to you by AAE. Innovation and integrity is in our blood. Quality and dependability is in our products.
The first day of the season, Beau's first bow hunt, and the first deer of the evening is staring down into the bottom, seeing something that Ken and Beau cannot just yet. The young buck seems to calm down, but again minutes later the buck is back to watching the bottom. And Ken and Beau see why. The heavy mass full velvet buck, on Beau's very first day, is making his way. An awesome buck, stunning for even the most seasoned hunter, and just 19 yards away from Beau. Slightly quartered towards him, they want the buck to take a step forward. And when he does, Beau gets ready to put all the practice to work and take his shot at a giant.
Somebody just got a shot at this target buck. Looked like a good shot from what I can see. We'll have to watch the video and look back. But yeah, we had a spiker. He was sitting here for a long time. He's looking and looking and looking. We couldn't see nothing. All of a sudden I looked at Beau and he's just scrambled, started grabbing his stuff. So I quickly turned on Tacticam. So got it all right. Good shooting, buddy.
Welcome to this week's Canadian Whitetail Scouting segment. Locate, learn, set up, hunt. Brought to you by Muddy Outdoors.
I apologize in advance that this week's subject might be a bit of a detour, and not necessarily something that'll help you be more successful in the deer woods, but it might help you be a little bit happier, and that's scoring of white-tailed deer. We've been very fortunate over the years to watch, hunt, and take multiple Boone and Crockett qualifying whitetails, and we definitely get them scored. We're proud of them, and I also believe it's important to have that benchmark for incredibly impressive representatives of the species. However, that score is not everything and shouldn't be used as a key marker to your personal feeling of success over your hunt. One thing that stuck with me for a lot of years is I was at a big buck night and a young fellow came in with a deer. He had a smile ear to ear, and he told everybody about the story of taking this buck. Everybody thought this buck was a Boone and Crockett qualifying deer. The deer was scored. The deer did not make Boone and Crockett minimums. And when the young fellow left, that beaming smile was gone. He chucked the rack into the box of his truck and sped off down the road. He was very upset. And it was very unfair to the deer because the deer he left with was the same deer that he walked into that hall with on cloud 9. The only thing that changed was a couple of inches on a piece of paper. Deer are all built differently, and regardless of where they live, the hunting pressure or the genetics in the area, very few deer will ever come close to reaching that benchmark. Some deer just don't fit the parameters of what will produce a good score, typical or non-typical. And on the other hand, some deer are just built to score. We have deer in our trophy room that would score nowhere near Boone and Crockett, but they're far larger and far more impressive than other bucks that are in the same room that may meet that benchmark. Some people don't like to score their deer, and I think that's great. I think the quality of your hunt, the admiration of the deer that you're hunting should never be measured in inches. And some people dream of taking a Boone and Crockett deer in their lifetime, and I think that's great too. Just remember when you finally do score your deer, that regardless of the outcome of what those numbers are on that paper, it doesn't affect the enjoyment you had hunting the deer, the admiration that you had for the deer, or the experience that you had that season.
This week's Canadian Whitetail Scouting segment has been brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Create your own muddy moment. This segment has been brought to you by the Rackulator, the world's best electronic scoring device. Score any antlered or horned game and even sheds fast, easy, and accurate with the Rackulator. Get yours today at rackulator.com.
On just his first day of the year, Beau finds himself at full draw on a tremendous buck.
See here, nocturnal. So we're hoping for a hard shot, but seeing his zet where he did hit it, by that back, or by the front leg, the back of the front leg, it's probably not going to bleed a whole bunch right away. Hey, stop, buddy. Look ahead of us. I see an antler sticking up, bud. Oh boy. What do you think of that?
I was looking back and we didn't know what I was looking at.
Looking for quite a while.
Yeah. And then I looked with the binoculars, I didn't see anything. And then like maybe 2 minutes later, there was a poplar tree and then I just seen something poke up from behind it. And then I just seen a big rack and it was him.
We come, set up for it. Man, about a month ago, Beau comes in, one day, sees 2 deer, whitetail season over. It's an amazing deer. Nice mass, beauty, the velvet's in beauty shape.
Yep.
Now we gotta find something for Quinn though, eh? It's gonna get crazy. All right, perfect. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy. Okay.
Well, there was no doubt that they were going to find a deer for Quinn to hunt, and when she was finally able to get out into the woods, well, it was going to happen fast.
Quinn and I just got in here. Her target deer walks in. I just got the ozonic set up. We've been here for 5 minutes. So we're waiting for a perfect broadside shot. And then Quinn's gonna take him, so that's a quick hunt for her.
This year we got a huge snowstorm last night. It's crappy. Hardly getting in here with the quad. It's bogging down. So much snow. Unreal. Got everything ready at home to push snow. Thought, oh, we ain't gonna see nothing. Like, it's windy, big snow, but we better come. When opportunity's there, we gotta take it. I dropped her off at the blind, the hawk blind here. I went up there, dumped a bag of monster meal, and come back to the blind. Just got her all set up with the rifle. Just got my camera set up, the ozonics. We look up. The buck she's after is halfway across. Beau, he got really lucky. He found a deer. We spotted it when we were out scouting, and he picked that one. We got it. First day he went out, he hammered it, so. Congratulations, Quinn.
Lucky bugger right here. Oh, go pick his horns up, Quinn. What do you think, Quinn?
I think he's a pretty good deer. He's better than we thought he was.
She's been pretty lucky this year. She was busy, never got out for archery. Muzzleloader, she was busy. And finally today, even though the weather is not the greatest, we made her out, so. Got her done, eh, Quinn, again? So let's get this thing tagged up. Let's get her cleaned up. And let's get out of here. We'll be at home. We'll have this thing all cleaned up before it starts tonight. Good job, Quinn. Good job. job.
Anyone that's had the chance to take their child hunting or any youth out into the deer woods immediately understands. From that day forward, hunting becomes something much bigger than oneself. The memories, watching them grow, watching them succeed, and just watching those smiles is worth it alone and gives us hope for the future of hunting. Congratulations, Beau and Quinn, on some fantastic whitetails. And hang in there, Ken. You'll get to hunt again for yourself someday. Maybe.
This segment is brought to you by Wild Edge, makers of the ultimate climbing system, the Step Ladder. Safely design your climb in any tree with the most versatile, lightweight, and compact climbing system, the Step Ladder. To book your own dream hunt in northern Saskatchewan, contact us at Canadian Whitetail Outfitters. Canadian Whitetail is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Stay up to date with Dean and the team by following us on Instagram, liking us on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. For Canadian Whitetail gear and apparel, information, and newsletters, visit CanadianWhitetailTV.com. For past episodes and never-seen content, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or search for us wherever you stream.